That was worth the talk. Around here. Wait. Yeah, no, I got everything. Oh, that's it. Now I'm gonna head to the assembly. Then just work my way back around again, down to Dust Town, work my way back again to the Proving. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm a guest of Lord Harrowmont.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate God's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrowmont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
I thought the king and himself supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
Then I'll have to seek my aid from Harrowmont instead.
Wait. We must be cautious about whom to trust. But perhaps we could find a way. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them. But they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Haramond gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get these promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your tree.
I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Hemley right up now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Ah, sucker. It's only gonna give this over to that other guy. Wahaha. Or maybe I can speak to him.
Lord Balin.
Point out the fact that they're fakes, because they more likely are. I'll speak to the person first, see if I can hand them over. And if I cannot hand them over to him, then I'll go and take care of it.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Opera. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Oh, I can't talk to Ogren.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who are you?
I'm Leliana Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Who is he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branka's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Is that what you two were arguing about, Branka?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why does Ogren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Branka is married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did Branka go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
I should get going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
No, I think not. Aha. Just running all over the place. Get to go to deep roads soon. That's where the fun really begins. Not for the whole game itself, but for this particular story arc. Yeah, I killed Plymouth.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing
you looking
your
at?
protection? It's not easy, sure.
No,
What's on your
nothing.
mind?
Stop talking.
It is no...
Burn everything.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh, it looks like I'm coming along for this little incursion.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Get out of here. This is private business.
Looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
That's right, get the hell out of here. No, nothing here. Alright, well, I'll talk to him. Wait. Nope, no codex. I'll talk to him.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her, Carter?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
And see, what's screwed up is if you are born in such poverty and you can't be helped and you're looked down upon, of course they're going to become criminals, because what else are they supposed to do to survive? They have to steal, they have to do all these really terrible things. They really don't have any other kind of options. They have no way of uplifting themselves, unlike a normal standard society to where even the poor have some kind of opportunity. With the casteless, there's no opportunity because nothing's given to them. They're not allowed to do anything, nothing at all. It's just terrible.
Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Gloves of Diligence. Let's see. I'll buy the health. Hey, I could definitely use those. Doop doop. Keep the rest of that. And we're good. So for now, I don't think I have enough money to get that tome I want. Let me actually leave real quick, because I want to go ahead and get that go ahead and bring Dagna back to great news. I shall return. Oops.
Did you hear? Androste's ashes.
Orzammar lies in such a place, do they not?
Yes, they do. Alright, to the circle.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
I don't think she minds. She still wants to learn, though.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
Perhaps, but it was her choice to make. Or actually, no, even better. You'll have an extra pair of hands to help her build. No. Yeah, that one. I think she'll be very interested in what happened.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You've already done much for the Circle. Now you must see to your duty as a Grey Warden.
Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Good. Okay, back to Orzammar. Tell Dagna the good news. Watch her flip out in excitement. Head for the Circle of Magi. Come on. There we go.
Hello, how can I... Oh, it's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
First Enchanter Ring has accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Ferelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
Nothing. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Tell Brother Burkle the good news.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
That quest is done. I hear Nug. Aha! Thought you could hide from me. Head down to Dust Town. Blood sacrifice. Well, that's nice. Just go ahead and suck the life away from a party member. No, nothing bad about that.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaper.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
No, I'm afraid it's too bad for you, buddy. Oh, look at that. Should really be more careful in the fight you pick. But, too bad you're never going to get that opportunity again. Is there even anything left to take off of you? Nope, guess not.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
There's no need for that, but thought is appreciated. There you go. Oh, hey, look. It's a proving receipt. It just so happens that's where I'm going. I love when a plan comes together. I do like the fact that it's auto-saving constantly. It's an issue, as we all know. Excuse me. Ooh. I ran into earlier after dying to Flemeth. Hey, another nug. Grab it.
At such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first assignment. Arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
You're the best wrangler I've ever
It's so
seen.
hard to imagine seeing you
You're
now.
the best.
Oh,
I trust
I've
Vala.
had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
I would turn in those nugs. Take care of some business. Oh, I forgot to go to the tapsters though. Turn in that information. I'm gonna turn back around real quick. Head to tapsters. $1,239 things killed, 183 of it being demons and undead. 417 people killed. My God. It's a lot of people. I'll run over to Tapsters real quick. I wanna go where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. And they're always glad you came.
And our giant Andraste golems fashioned to conquer the lands.
Truly?
No.
It was a serious question. One day the quest of these Grey Wardens will be finished one way or another. What will you do then?
The quest of the Grey Wardens is to destroy the Darkspawn, I thought.
Oh, so you share a larger purpose with them? Is that your ultimate goal?
I had not given it much thought. It might be better than slaughtering every bird in existence.
Well, yes. At the very least, it's worth thinking about.
Alright, go speak to Ogren. One of my favorite dwarves ever. Also, let the guy know about the shady dealings.
Back so soon? The proving is not finished. What happened?
Vertic wants me to show people that Harriman is a cheat.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. I assume you still intend to fight in the proving.
Oh, what? I'm just heading to the proving now.
May the ancestors guide your arm.
I thought I could turn in information. Whatever. Ogren!
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
My only concern is raising allies against the Blight.
You don't need a king to face a Blight. You need a paragon. The Assembly elects them, but they're higher than the Assembly. They become nobles, but they're more than anyone born to a house. They're what every dwarf with a spine not made of soap dreams of being.
And this Branka's one of them?
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. What's it matter to you, huh? You trying to find out her secrets? That what Haremont sent you here for? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
What if I generally want to help you?
Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Haremont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep?
No, I don't want to talk to him. Because I'm not sure if turning over that paper is going to be something where I could be like, hey, look, this is a forgery, or what have you, so I'm not taking chances with it. I couldn't turn over the papers to the other guy, so pointless. Back to the proving ground.
These centuries of memories you have lost.
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I? Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
No, I'd rather just have them fight whoever they want to fight. It's worked out so far. In a boss fight, I can kind of see everybody coming together to attacking a single enemy. That being beneficial.
They don't kill each other in the arena, do they? I mean...
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What are you talking about?
Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did somebody make you drop out of the Proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
If you tell me what's happening, I could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
What evidence does Balin have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get the letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Haremont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
It's Proving Master. Don't want to speak to him just yet. Varric.
Watch for Piotr Idukan. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roost and Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
So the proving is just a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
Isn't that nice? No, excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Nice.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers.
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished. Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
Your races, the race that you choose, as well as the class that you choose, is going to have different identifiers that are going to have different effects as far as the